We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A quick slant to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Ronald Darby.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 28. Mike 28. Check 26. Check 26. Shoot.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. The throw over the middle taken in. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
27 on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Charvarius Ward.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A quick toss outright. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Washington nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4 more yards. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
7-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like I am.
528.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time, right? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes he's in.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 24, Washington nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 44, Jackson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Chiefs 31, Washington nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They run again with Carson. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Watch the pass. Watch the ship. Watch the 70 Lion. Watch the ship.
They run it with Carson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jackson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Gronkowski.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action now. Jackson. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Carson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.